Hello! Today I am going to demonstrate how to install R on Windows. The version of Windows that I am running is Windows 7. First, we navigate to www.r-project.org in our web browser. Reading the first paragraph on the page, we see that we need to select a CRAN mirror. If you're wondering what CRAN is, it is the Comprehensive R Archive Network, which is a collection of sites which carry identical material consisting of the R distributions, the contributed extensions, documentation for R, and binaries. Clicking on the CRAN mirror link takes us to a page with a list of mirror sites. You will want to locate your country and select a nearby mirror site. Selecting a site that is geographically near to you may result in a quicker download. However, you don't have to be too precise. Also, if you have trouble with one mirror site, you can try switching to a different mirror. Sometimes one site may have networking difficulties or experience a large volume of traffic. Switching to a different site can alleviate the problem. I am going to scroll down to USA and select the mirror at Iowa State University. At the top of this page, we see links to download R for Linux, Mac, and Windows. For this demonstration, I will select R for Windows. On this page, I select the base link. We are now at the download page. The current version of R is version 3.2.0. The link to download R version 3.2.0 is located here. I will click the link to start the download, which may take a few minutes to complete. There are a couple of other links on this page that I want to draw your attention to. First is the question of whether to install the 32-bit or 64-bit version of R. The recommendation is to install the 32-bit version on a 32-bit machine. Note that the 64-bit version will not work on a 32-bit machine, and to install the 64-bit version on a 64-bit machine. Using the 64-bit version will give you better performance when running R. The other link on the download page that I want to address is the previous releases link. This link takes us to a page that has all of the previous versions of R for Windows. You might need an older version of R if you have a project requirement for a particular version. Once our download is complete, we want to navigate to the location of the download file and launch it. We do this by double-clicking on the file. We will be asked whether we are sure we want to run this application. Click Run to continue. Next, we will be asked if we want to allow the program to make changes to our computer. Click Yes to continue. The R installer program is now running. I'm going to select English as my language and click OK. Click Next. R is distributed under the GNU General Public License, which is a common license for open source software. We click Next to agree to the license terms. I am going to use the default installation folder. Click Next to continue. I am going to use the default settings here. Click Next to continue. I am going to use the default startup options. Click Next to continue. And I am going to use the default Start menu folder. Click Next to continue. I am going to uncheck the Create a Desktop icon because I don't like to have program shortcuts on my desktop. You should choose the settings that you prefer. I do recommend that you associate R with .r data files. Click Next to continue. The installation process will now begin. This process may take a few minutes to complete. Here I see that the installation process was successful. I click Finish to exit the installer. R is now installed, and I can locate it in my Start menu under the R folder. I click the R x64 3.2.0 link to launch the program. To quit R, either navigate to the File menu and select Exit, or close the window with the X button in the upper right corner. One feature of R is that it will prompt you to save your workspace image on quitting. It is generally recommended that you do not save your workspace image. To quit without saving, select No. To quit with saving, select Yes. To cancel quitting R, select Cancel. Congratulations! We have now successfully installed R on Windows 7.